The other day I came across it again, a wee courier service in the Belfast area humorously named to Finaghy and beyond. Finaghy, in case you didn't know, is a village just to the west of Belfast, towards Lisburn, where I originally come from. Finaghy actually means white field, Fin being the Irish word for white. Most place names in this part of the world are from the Irish. For instance, Belfast comes from Belfiersta, which means mouth of the sandbanks. A lot of place names have common features. The most likely is Bally from the Irish Baile, meaning place of. So we get places like Ballynahinch, place of the island, Inch or Inish meaning island. Ballymore would mean the big place, whereas Ballybeg means the little place. The same with places called Drumore and Drumbeg, both in County Down, meaning Big Hill and Little Hill respectively. Bunmore and Bunbeg are again Big River Mouth and Little River Mouth respectively. Derry comes from the Irish Durry, meaning an oak wood. So again you'll find Derrybeg and Derrymore, or sometimes Derrymore, all over the place. In County Down we have a small place known as Derryboy, boy meaning yellow. The Irish word for a rock is Craic, from which we get the name Craic, or sometimes Carrick, for example, Carrickfergus, a port town in County Antrim, meaning the Rock of Fergus. You'll also find plenty of places called Ballincarrig or Ballycarry, place of the rock, and similar. The word for black is dove, as in Dublin, which comes from the Irish doveling, meaning black pool. So Carrickdove, or more likely Carryduff, simply means black rock. Another common place name is Maghera, which means a plain. So you get Magherafelt in County Derry, Maynooth in County Kildare, and Moycullen in County Galway. A great one in County Down is the townland of Magherconluce, which means plain of the meadow of the fort. Another example is the area known as the Maze near Lisburn, famous for the Maze racecourse. A lot of Irish place names have some religious significance. The Irish word kill, meaning a cell or church, is found all over the country, from Kill in County Kildare outside Dublin, to Shankill, meaning old church, found near Bray, County Wicklow, Lurgan, County Armagh, and also, of course, in North Belfast, the famous or infamous Shankill Road. There are lots of Kilbegs and Kilmores, Kildrums, Killochs, and so forth. The word temple, from the Irish temple, also meaning church, is often found, for example, Temple Patrick, County Antrim, or Templemore in County Tipperary. A more unusual word for church, though, is Donach, which literally means Lord, but is usually short for the Lord's house. Donachadee in County Down, for example, means the Lord's house of St. D. Donachmore in County Tyrone just means big church. Tober is an Irish word meaning a well, so you get places like Tobermore, Big Well, in County Derry, and the monastery of Tobermora, or Mary's Well, in Crossgar, County Down. There's a Ballintober, place of the well, in County Roscommon, and another Ballintober in County Mayo. Then there are lots of variations on the word fort. Dun is an example, usually meaning a fortified house or stronghold. So we get County Down and Dun, Downpatrick, Dunmurray near Belfast, next to Finaghy actually, Dunfanaghy in County Donegal, and lots of Dundrums, Dunbegs, Dunmores, etc. Bliss is another word for a fort, usually a Celtic ring fort. I've mentioned Listudor before, which is Fort of the Tanner. Lisnagarvey, County Antrim, was the old name for Lisburn, Garvey's Fort, or Fort of the Gamblers, until the fire there in the 1600s when it was renamed. Yet another name for a fort is Rath, which refers to the earthen bank enclosing a fort, whereas Liss refers to the open space inside. There are quite a few places with Rath in their name, Rathlin Island, off the coast of County Antrim being an obvious one. In Dublin you have Rathfarnham, with its castle, and just outside Belfast there is the Rathcoole estate, along with a few Rathmores, and a village simply called Rath in County Tipperary. Rath is often abbreviated to Ra, for example, Ramelton in County Donegal, which is spelt Rathmelton. in the townland of Redemin in County Down, which comes from Rath, or Fort of the Demons. A stone fort is usually referred to as a cashel, from which the word castle obviously comes, so most names have become castle, for example Newcastle, which can be found in several places in Ireland. The famous one is of course the Rock of Cashel, from which Cashel town gets its name. And before we leave the subject, there's also Droghid, which means bridge, from which we get Drogheda, the town in County Louth, and Droghid Nua, or New Bridge, in County Kildare.